that's our bottom branch, and our other branches are, that's the hardest one because that's the one that has the most stitches. And now we're just going to start at the beginning of this next round. So here's our stitch marker, and here's our next, the 5th layer, and this one's the same as this one, you just have fewer stitches. So to get started, we're just going to do a slip knot. And find our first stitch. And we're just going to start with a single crochet on there. And then we'll do a chain 1, and that's going to act as our first double crochet. And then we're going to do another double crochet in that same stitch. First one's a little loosey-goosey, but then it gets a little easier as you go on around. So then in our next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochet. Just going to move around over, right like so. There's 1. 2. I'm going to do 2 in the next one. There's 1 and 2. And we're just going to do that all the way around. We make sure we get that last stitch there, right there. And we put 2 in there. And at the end of this round, we should have 42 double crochet around. Once we get to the end, we're just going to go to the top of that first double crochet in the round and do a slip stitch to join, chain 3, and we can turn it. And now we're going to do the skip two stitches, and then that third one we'll do a single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, 1, 2, go in the third one and do a single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single, chain 3, skip 2, single, and we're just going to do that all the way around. Chain 3, skip 2, and a single. Then we get to the end and we're just going to join with a slip stitch, chain 1, we'll turn, and we should have 14 of these chain 3 spaces. So this is a chain 3 space. In each one of the chain 3 spaces, we're going to do our little leaf cluster or branch cluster. So we're going to do a single crochet. We're doing these all in the same chain 3 space. And then we do 2 double crochets. Chain 2. 2 more double crochet, and if you have to, just push that over. There's 1. 2 double crochets, and then we're doing a single crochet to finish it off. So we'll do that again. we do a single crochet, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 more double crochet, and a single. We're just going to repeat that all the way around in each one of those chain 3 spaces. Alright, we got our last one there. And we finish our branch cluster by just cutting our yarn. And with your needle, we're just gonna take our yarn right down into the first loop of the first leaf there. We'll just come back in, work our way down towards the beginning so we can tie these two together. We'll just knot it off and slip this through the, bury it in the cone. So we'll do that one more time. Voila! Now we need to put our snow layer on if you're doing the snow. So we just do a slip knot, on our hook, find the back, find the, not the first one there, but the second one up. So it's right above the, you've got the single, the double. So right above the single is where we're going to put that first one in. And we're just going to do a single crochet in that one. Oops, try that again. There we go. And then we're going to do 5 more single crochet. So we're going to put one in at the top of that double. We'll do one at the top of that double. The next one is a chain space, so we'll just put one in that. And then the 5th one, we'll put it on top of the other double. And then we got one more. So we've got 6 single crochet going around the edge of the leaf there. So we're going to skip this one, and we'll go right over here. And we're going to do 6 single crochet around the tip of the leaf. The 4th one's in a chain space, so that's kind of nice. There's 5, there's 6, and skip the next 2. And just work your way around until you get back to the beginning. And when you get to the end, we're just going to go into the first stitch Just kind of join them together. Tie it off and tuck our tails in. Now we're ready for layer number 4, for branch number 4. So we've got 4, 3, 2, 1 still to go. So now this, just so it's not in the way, I'm going to move it up 1. I'm going to keep it there though, just so I don't have any trouble locating where the first stitch is. So this is our next row. Goes around like this. And it ends up over here. So this is our first stitch. And that's our last stitch. So we need our green again. We'll just do our slip stitch. Slip right into slip our hook right in there and grab it and do a single crochet. And then do a chain 1. And that's our first double crochet in that stitch. And we need another one, so we'll do another double crochet in that same stitch. And then we're going to move on to the next stitch. So we'll do our double crochet into this stitch. And we need another one. So 2 double crochets in the same stitch. This round should have 18 stitches. So if we have 2 double crochet in each stitch, we'll end up with 36 double crochet at the end of the round. So just work your way around until you get to the end. Here we got our last stitch here, our last pair of double crochet. There's 1, there's 2, so we got 2 in each one, so that means we've got 36 double crochet all the way around. We're just going to go right to the top of that first double crochet and join it with a slip stitch, chain 3, turn it, we're going to skip the next 2 stitches and we're going to put a single crochet in that third stitch, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet in the third one, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet all the way around, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3. And we meet up with the end and we just gonna slip stitch right on in there, chain 1, turn, And here's where we finish it off with our little leaf cluster on the end of the branch. So we do our single crochet, 2 double crochet, we're working in the chain 3 space, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet, we're still working in that same chain space, and a final single crochet. Then we move over to the next chain 3 space, single crochet, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 more doubles, and a single. Yeah, one more time. Single, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 more doubles, and a single. We're going to do that little cluster in each one of these chain 3 spaces. You should have 12 chain spaces when you're done, or you should have 12 chain 3 spaces and 12 clusters when you're done. Alright, we're at the last one here. We're just going to join it. Add our snow. So we just do a slip knot. And we find the back. And we're just going to start at the top of the, we've got our single, double, double. So we're just going to start at the top of the single, right there. We'll start with a single. We'll do a single in the next one. There's 3. Do one in the chain space. And we do another one at the top of that double and another one at the top of that double. And then we're going to skip the next 2 and then do 6 around the edge of the leaf. Skip the next 2 and do 6. Skip 2, all the way around. And now we're ready for our row 3, or our third branch. So we start with our slip knot. We find the back, and I'm going to get this out of the way right now. So running out of room this direction, so let's go this way. Let's put the stitch marker there, still at the show, indicating where the back is, and our first stitch is here and our last stitch is here. So we have fewer stitches, which is great. We're just going to do our single crochet at first, and then our chain 1, and then double crochet in that same stitch. So there we have 2 double crochet in that stitch. We're going to move over to the next stitch and do 2 double crochet in that one. Pretty repetitive. Hopefully you got the drill down by now. So we're just doing 2 double crochet in each stitch around. We should have 15 stitches in this round. So when we're done, we'll have 30 double crochet. And now we're just going to go to the top of the first one right here and do a slip stitch, chain 3, turn our work, and we're going to skip the next 2, so not this one, but this one and this one, and we'll pop over here and do a single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, all the way around. Alright, we're back to the beginning, and we're just going to slip stitch, chain 1, turn it, and now we do our little leaf clusters in the chain 3 spaces. So we're going to do our single crochet and then 2 doubles in the same one, chain 2, 2 more double crochet, and a single crochet. And that is our leaf. we'll add our snow. Remember, we got our single, double, double, and we're just going to go right there at the top of that single. And we'll make a single in that one, and then we'll do 5 more of those around the end of the leaf. Skip 2 and do 6 around the tip of the next leaf. Skip 2 and repeat. We're moving right along now. So we've got 2 more. Now these 2 are going to be a little bit different because we're going to do a half double crochet instead of a double crochet. We're still going to put our slip knot on. We're going to find our first stitch. Here's our first one. Here's our last one. And this time, instead of putting a double crochet on, we're going to do a half double crochet. So first we do go ahead and just do a single crochet. You don't need to do a chain, just do a half double crochet. So those count for 2 half double crochet in the first stitch. And then we're going to put 2 half double crochet in the next stitch. So we're just yarn over, go through the stitch, pull your yarn up. You've got 3 on your hook, and you just pull through all 3. That's your half double crochet. So you yarn over, go back through that same stitch, pull it up. You got 3 on your hook. Pull it through all 3. So you're going to have 2 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And in this one we have 12 stitches. So when we're done, we will have 24 half double crochets all the way around. So there's 1 and 2 in the same stitch. And then we'll move over to the next one. We'll put 2 half double crochet. And just put 2 all the way, 2 in each stitch all the way around. When you have your 24 half double crochets, then you're going to just go into the first one, the top of the first one there. We'll do a slip stitch to join. We're still going to do a chain 3 and turn, and everything else is the same. We're going to skip 2 stitches and do a single crochet, chain 3, skip the next 2, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet and chain 3 all the way around. And all the way arounds get shorter and shorter as we go higher and higher. So on our last one, we're just going to slip stitch, chain 1, give it a turn, and now we're going to work our leaf cluster in the chain 3 spaces all the way around. So we're just going to do a single crochet, 2 double, chain 2, 2 more double crochet, and a single crochet. And that was all in the same chain 3 space. Now we move over to the next one and we'll do our single crochet, 2 double, chain 2, 2 more double, and a single. Now we only have 8 chain 3 spaces on this round, so you'll have 8 leaf clusters when you're done. Add the snow trim. If you didn't add the snow trim and you change your mind and you want to add it, you can always do it at the end. So find the back. And then we just do our single crochet. Tighten that up a little. We do 6 around the leaf. Skip the next 2 and 6 around the tip of the next one. And this one, again, we're going to do a half double crochet. We need to find our first stitch. First stitch is here, and the last stitch is here. They're just offset a little bit, but you can't even tell. So we're just going to do our single crochet, and then we do a half double crochet in that same stitch, And now we're going to do 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. We should have 9 stitches. So when we're finished, we'll have 18 half double crochets. So we're doing 2 in each stitch all the way around, which isn't very far around now. Okay, you have 18 half double crochets. We're just going to go right into that top of that first little single crochet we did and join, chain 3, turn it. We're going to skip 2 stitches. We're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet, chain 3, skip 2, single, chain 3, skip 2, single, chain 3, skip 2, and we should be at the end. So we're just going to join, give it a turn, and we'll finish off. We now have 6 chain 3 spaces all the way around, and we want a leaf cluster in each one of those. So we do our single crochet, 2 doubles, chain 2, two more double, oops, and a single, and that's our leaf cluster. So we're going to do that 5 more times. We got our single, 2 double, chain 2, 2 more double, and a single. We'll just finish that off. Add our snow. And last time we just go right into the top of that. We've got our single double double, so we just go right into the top of the single. And we do a single. And we do 5 more around. Fourth one is in the chain space. There's 5, 6, and we skip the 2 in the middle. We do 6 around the edge. There's one more layer of snow we need. So we're going to chain 6. So you're just going to do a slip knot. Chain 6. Then we're going to go back into that very first chain and just put our hook through and grab the yarn and pull it through. And we're going to pull it through the loop on our hook. And we've got a ring now. And in this ring we're going to do 2 single crochets. So there's 1, there's 2, and then we're going to do 4 double crochet. So there's 1, 2 doubles, 3 doubles, and a 4th one. And then we're going to do 2 more single crochet. There's 1, there's 2, and you can scrunch it all down if you want. And then we're going to do 4 more double crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we'll do 2 single crochets. After that, now we're going to do 4 more double crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're running out of room, you can just grab your work and just kind of scrunch it around that ring there. And then we're going to do 2 single crochets. And we'll do a last set of 4 double crochet. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to just go into we can actually just fasten this off this way. Cut our yarn, grab our yarn needle, and just take our yarn and go into that very first single crochet of the round. And come back over here, put it through like so, and then just go down another stitch or so, our 2 threads, our 2 strands are right beside each other, and we can tie them off. And then we just need to bury our strands. So I'm just going to bury them in this ring that we've got going here, like so. Just pull that through, take the other one. Maybe just go down the other side with this one. And get rid of those strings. This is our little snow cap. So this would be technically, this is the right side up and this is the wrong side up, and we want this to be our upside. So then we can just take that and pull it through our little nub on the end. There we go, we got a little snow cap on our tree. So now we just need our base and a star.